Hi, this is Jessica Ajoux, OneMind dog coach, and today I'm going to be talking about and analyzing a run of mine from the Westminster's Agility Finals course. We ended up being the overall winner as well as the winner of our jump height, me and my dog Famous. And I want to go through the course and analyze and talk about my plan, how I decided, and the various OneMind dog handling techniques that I used for this run. So here's the course map for the finals course. They actually gave it to us early in the morning, but I didn't look at it until I had already assured my spot in the finals run. So when I first look at a course map, I'm mostly looking to see where the course actually is and to see when and where the decisions will have to be made. Some things you can tell from a map, and then many things you really can't see from the paper. You just can decide that you might have to look at that part on course a little bit more specifically. So right off the bat, I could see that at number 2, I would have to make sure I looked at either turning to the left or turning to the right and seeing what she would see to try to see what would make the better line for the dog. We can see that at number 6 there was going to be a tunnel discrimination, but I didn't know right off the bat how much of a discrimination it would be because it was depending on which way I had the dog go at number 2, it might be possible to set her up so that at landing of number 4 she only saw the correct entrance of the tunnel. If they can see the correct obstacle, they can commit to it and go faster towards it. So again, I just knew that I needed to my plan at number 2 is going to actually affect how much I had to handle the discrimination at number 6. I could see a little bit between number 6 tunnel and number 8 that it looked like it would be a run on the dog's line, but again, sometimes those things are different on the paper than what is actually set up. When I looked at the course also going forward from 11, 12, 13, 14, I could see that there was the potential for another running on the dog's line. That is not one of the best skills of Fame and I, so I was going to definitely have to check that out to see if I wanted to handle it as running on the line or if I was going to make some side changes in between those obstacles. Looking at the course then after the A-frame in between number 18, it's little bit like a curve to the left, and it didn't seem from the map that there was going to be any possibility for me to make a side change between 16 and 17, given that I have a little bit of an unpredictable A-frame. I used to have a running A-frame. I put a stop to it, but I knew that there was a very low likelihood of her actually stopping on her A-frame, given that this was a finals course. So my gut feeling was that I would want to change signs between, or she was going to be going up the A-frame on my left, and I would change sides between 15 and 16 so that I could run 16, 17, 18 with dog on right, and then simply do a rear cross at number 18. Famous has a stopped dog walk, but I knew that some of the dogs that I was competing with had running dog walks, and this is obviously a situation that favors the running dog walk. So in my brain, I knew that I had to be very efficient on this course because even though her dog walk is quite fast and I was not going to be stopping her long on it, I knew that I didn't have that much time to waste. So those were my overall feelings about the course looking at the map. And at the actual event, they gave us a long time to be able to walk the course. We had like close to 45 minutes because this is not a regular competition. This was a competition that was televised. So we actually got quite a bit of time to be able to walk the course. And I probably spent a total of around 15 minutes actually walking the course. So I thought my plans came pretty quickly, and my analysis of the map were quite representative when I got out there. And I just looked at the dog's path, was able to make my decisions quickly, and wrapped up my walkthrough. So this is a video of the run, and I'm just going to let it play full speed so that you can see the run, and then we'll go through and analyze it. Yay! So that was fun. It went really well, and like I said, she ended up winning, and I'm very pleased to say it was one of the best runs we've done because everything went according to plan. I was not surprised by anything and was very obviously thrilled that it went so well. It just goes to show what planning and predicting your dog's path and good CCC, connection commitment cue, can actually produce. So after looking at both paths, either slicing the jump or wrapping the jump, I decided that I was going to wrap the jump because ultimately I liked the line that it would set for the next couple obstacles and towards the discrimination. And so I decided to use a reverse V set in order to shape her path and have her do the turn on the ground before lifting for the jump. It was easy to get there because it was right at the start line. So what you'll see when she comes around the wing of number 2 is she approaches the panel jump straight on, which gives her a pretty straight path to the next jump. I don't cue a very large turn because I want her to land on her natural path, because after her correction stride, as she approached the wingless jump, she already can only see the correct side of the tunnel, which allows her to commit to it quite quickly. I'm then able to move up to number 8 to see her come out of the tunnel and signal another reverse V set, because as I discussed in the course walkthrough, it was a little bit of a run on the line, but I solved the problem by just waiting at number 8, and she was able to see me and make the lead changes around me for the reverse V set. I kept her on my left on the seesaw and just allowed her a line of sight to the weave pole so that as soon as I saw completion of the seesaw, I could release her, she could commit to the poles quickly, and I could cross behind and move up to be in position for the next part of the course. Here, CCC is really important because although it's not a very complicated line for the dogs, it does require quick action, and especially coming out of weave poles, the dogs tend to look for you, and so the only way you can know if they have found the obstacle you're talking about, in this case it was the triple, the handler has to see their eyes. So I made sure to make connection with her as she came out of the weave poles, saw that she committed to the triple, and continued forward so I could do a lateral push to the jump after the triple while moving down the line in order to be in position for the running on the line. I overhandled the running on the line a little bit because here you can see I've turned backwards in order to invite her over the jump. Typically, you shouldn't have to change the direction of your feet on the running on the line. It's a little difficult skill for Fame and I, and when you rotate into the dog, they are more likely to come to you. I did that probably out of panic and just to guarantee that she actually came in. But I was well past the landing zone, so she saw that it was a running on the line. After that, I saw her commit to the jump before the A-frame, executed a front cross, and ran up and did a blind cross after the A-frame so that she came off looking to the tire on her left lead. From here through the ending, I just watched her land from the tire, noticed commitment, signaled the rear cross, and then just kept in direct connection with her through the ending of the course. She definitely knew it was a finals run and had no intention of stopping, but her training is good enough to get her into the yellow, but we will have to be doing some schooling later about that. So that's the analysis of the run. Hope you enjoyed it. And remember, look at your dog's path during the walkthrough. Consider the reality lines of where they're going to land, and if they can see where they're going next, they will always commit quicker, and that lets you leave and get to the next crucial point. Have fun with your training.